recorded this video right before going live. I think I had about a half an hour. So this was before my big plot reveal, and I didn't want to put it out obviously before the stream because then everybody would see my plot. But while I was sitting at work, I was getting pushed all of these videos from people playing PALIA, and they were building tree houses and all these cool things, and I'm like, ooh, I need to add a tree house to my plot before my stream. And so basically this unnarrated video is me building, at least in part, the tree house. During my live stream, which I will link to this video, I realized I wanted to make the tree house bigger. And every time I made it bigger, I just kept making it even bigger. And it's not completely done at this point. I have a lot of designing to do with furniture and placement of things. And I'm waiting for 2 trees to get to their adult size before I completely finalize it. But this video is just showing the first tree house that I did before I went live. Luckily, I had a lot of wood. I had used all of the stones making everything in my plot that I was going to show during my live stream, but I had a ton of wood, or at least I thought. I couldn't cut wood fast enough. So for the treehouse, you're gonna need these legs here. Mine was 2 stories high. You're gonna need potentially some blocks, unless you have another way to make stairs. They talked about during my live stream that Floors had figured out how to make stairs without using blocks. I haven't watched that, so I can't tell you what that is. So I used blocks. You're going to need these wood panel walls. I mean, you could do this with stone too, but I mean, it's a tree house, use wood. And you need the wood flooring. The entire live stream, I had wood cycling through this thing. I just kept running over there and putting more and more wood in. At the end, I actually had to request wood. I mean, I was making this tree house so big, it's basically like the size of my house now. So I wanted to build it around this tree right here. It was an absolutely beautiful tree, but I wanted to move it a little further away from my house. So I did that, and then I put down those pillars where I thought I wanted the edges to be, but I ended up making it bigger than that, and I'll show you. As I said, mine was 2 stories, so now I had to go around and put a second story on the pillar. Now I needed a set of steps to get me up there temporarily. So I put these blocks together. I mean, there's many ways to do it. I watched somebody else build it a little more complicated way where you just have like the edge of the block on the other block. Every time I try to do that, I fall and I really don't get anywhere. So I just started doing this where see, it's sort of like that. That's what people were doing, and it's just too hard for me to do. Then once you get the posts in and you get your steps, then you can start putting in the flooring. I ended up making my steps wider because I just couldn't stay on. Alright, back to the floor. You just pick one where it's green, you jump up, and the rest is easy as long as you don't fall off. You just kind of position your camera so that that turns green when it connects to the one you're standing on. And then you just place a plank wherever you want. And let me tell you, I mean, I'm building a tree house. But you can do many other things. Once you're up here, you do not need those pillars right there under you. As you can see, I have no pillars where I am. So you could potentially make a boardwalk going around your entire property. I cut out a huge portion of video here because I know you're not going to sit around for 27 minutes, which is how long this is, watching me go back and forth making planks and walls and everything. So I cut that all out. But I did learn during my live stream that you can glitch the tree. So if you remove the tree, obviously this has to be a tree you've planted yourself so you can move it. Remove the tree from the equation, take it out, and you can see I can't put squares right there, I can't put the wood planks. Well, if you take the tree out of the equation, you can fill in all of those wood planks or squares, and then put the tree back under it, and you're not going to have any space that you need to fill in with walls. Next, I put up the walls. This is a lot easier to do, I think, than putting down the flooring because I kept falling. So they lock to each other, so they're really easy to put on. For my entrance, and I'm going to cut a lot of this out, but I'll tell you, I'm going to move these blocks and they're going to be stairs, but you can make the stairs whatever you want to make them. I realized when I put in the steps that one side was in a place where you couldn't jump up, and so I did a little modification here. And Singularity 6, if you're watching, we not only need stairs or a ladder, but we also need a gate that can work here. I did try to see if the fencing worked up here, and it didn't. We could really use a gate that we could put on the treehouse to make it look more safe, like an actual treehouse. Just an idea. And again, I cut a lot out, but I'm back. Now, whenever I put down the wood planks, it kind of extended beyond where I put these here. And so I decided to move them. And although I was able to move that one, I had trouble moving this one over here. It moved the entire treehouse. I don't know why one did that and why one didn't, but that was it. I couldn't move the other ones. It would have been really nice if Singularity 6 would have let us put fencing up here, but unfortunately it didn't work. Now this section, I'm putting up walls around the tree. I learned during the live stream that you don't need to do that at all. So before you start the tree house, don't put the tree under there, but make sure you have a tree that you've grown on your plot. Put all of the flooring down, and then stand under your plot and plant the tree. It'll come out through the wood. I'm gonna end it here. I cut out all of the decorating because it was just repetitious. It was, you know, me going back and forth trying to figure out what to put over here. So this is how I started. I changed it a lot during my stream because I had, you know, including myself, 4 people. We needed a place to sit down. I ended up adding more seating, and then I ended up more than probably doubling the size of this, and then glitching the trees so that I don't need those walls in the center. And if you want to see the live stream, I am linking it to this video. Thank you for watching.